Is everything in order?
No one is allowed onto the estate until further notice, by order of Yorinobu Arasaka.
Hanako is expecting us. Be a good chap and don't make this difficult,
By order of Yorinobu Arasaka.
You must be joking. Surely you know my face.
I do, but not hers. Identify yourself. Stay where you are.
Couldn't be worse. Backup will get here in seconds.
Fuck! Fucking hell!
Preem, Hellman. Now what was it you said about acting natural?
Oh, piss off! Blast it all.
What now?
They won't let us anywhere near her.
Have to plow right through them then.
Knock yourself out. You fetch Hanako, I'll sort out the AV.
I am in the bedroom in the central part of the building. Anders, you get the AV. But first, we must neutralize the 4 guards. V, is your task clear?
Uh-huh. We neutralized.
I will obstruct their communications so that no support arrives. Careful now. There are 5 more guards outside, and a dweller in the garage on the left. One guard in the court. Tiad, another near the pool. Number 3 on the terrace. The last inside.
goddamn smash. Can you believe it? Soccer leaks like to step inside for some punk-ass ex-merc. So what if it's biopodic? Yorinobu must have had a good reason to drag him out of his cave. Looks like gonna crawl back in.
I'll piss on your grave when this is over! I've got this.
We have a problem.
Hello? Where are you? I've got this. We find you, no matter what.
We have a problem.
I've got this.
Cabal! Hands away, I can see them!
Huh?
Drop your weapon and surrender!
I've got this.
He's a terrorist. Stay vigilant.
We have a problem. Cabal! Hands away, I can see them! Drop your weapon and surrender! We have a problem.
I've got this.
We have a problem. Show yourself.
Huh?
I've got this. Hello? Where are you?
Come out. Hands where I can see them.
Huh?
We have a problem.
I will find you!
Come on out! You're not in trouble! Huh?
I know you're in here. I can feel it.
Show yourself.
Huh? You're only making it worse for yourself. Come out.
I know. I can feel it.
Huh? Come on out! You're not in trouble!
I repeat, internal security has not been compromised. Over. All systems are go for me. Standing by. Over.
Huh? Huh?
It's only a matter of time. We find you, no matter what. We have problem. It's only a matter of time. Cabal! Hands away, I can see them! We find you, no matter what!
Huh?
It's only a matter of time.
Come out! Hands where I can see them!
She's a terrorist. Stay vigilant.
Come out! Hands where I can see them!
She's a terrorist. Stay vigilant. Come out! Hands where I can see them! She's a terrorist! Stay vigilant! I'm out! Better check that out. Area secure. She's a terrorist! Stay vigilant!
We have problem.
Come out! Hands where I can see them!
I believe. Yes, that is the last of Yorinobu's people. I await you.
Drop your weapon and surrender! We have problem. Cabal! Hands away, I can see them!
I'm nearing the residence.
Good. These people.
But we cannot forget, corporations are Night City's largest tax base, contributing 700 billion euros.
We have a job to do. Need to keep it together, for all our sakes.
I need do nothing. It is just that.
Jefferson, please. I don't think we want to bore our viewers with the nitty-gritty of the...
I believe a war has just begun.
War's a bit much, isn't it? The loaded word for any Arasaka.
Is that what you believe?
Just counting bodies. You, me, and Hellman makes 3. Actually, 2.5.
Oda would be here if you had not.
It was him or me, Hanako. Anyway, against all Arasaka and its armies,
Hands away,
that's
I
not
can see
much.
them!
My brother is not all of Arasaka. Not yet, at least. He knows this well. It is the reason he surrounds himself with criminals like Adam Smasher.
That's supposed to make me feel better? Reality is, we're on our own.
My father was on his own, and he built an empire. Please. Is it not too early for champagne? But if it helps you calm down, does anyone else have trembling hands?
No need. My hands are fine.
I might beg to differ, V.
Felt better.
How do you mean?
Hit these, blackouts.
Hellman?
If I had to guess, her central nervous system is a shambles. Honestly, it's a miracle she can still walk.
We must make haste. Once Yorinobu has been dealt with, we shall attend to your needs. Did you prepare everything?
Quite.
Fuck! Will she manage?
She should.
I'll be fine.
This way.
Probably won't get another chance.
To do what?
To fill me in on your plan.
What if I have none?
Don't play dumb with me, Hanako.
You and Takemura had a plan the day of the parade. Moments later, you had nothing. Your plan was in tatters. And yet we are here now. Do you know why? Because sometimes you have to look the truth in the eye. Back then, that is what I did, thanks to you. You have a very honest look.
That's how we're swinging the Arasaka board. You want me to stare at them?
Weapon at the ready.
If my charms don't work, we go for more tried and tested methods. I see what you're getting at.
You have yet to see, as do they all.
I was in counterintel a while. Never heard of this place, though.
Of course you did not hear of it. This is one of Arasaka's most closely guarded secrets.
Hang on, is this?
Father's office, a faithful replica of the original in Tokyo. He ordered one made in every Arasaka branch on the planet. Every last detail, every item, arranged as if he could navigate it blind. That is the way he is, meticulous, fastidious.
Was.
I beg your pardon?
Meant to say was.
Symbols are more resilient than you think. The question is if the faction leaders remain loyal to Arasaka values, and if they will find the courage to admit their mistake.
Odds of that happening are...
higher than you may think. Come.
Executive floor's up top.
Correct.
So why are we descending?
I told you. Mikoshi can be accessed only from a room beneath Arasaka Tower. Before we interrupt this board meeting, we must do one more thing.
Huh? Keep getting this weird feeling you're not telling me the whole truth.
Because I am not telling you the whole truth. I am cautious.
You said we trusted each other.
There is trust between us now. That is why you are here. So earlier, soon after you abducted me, I sought his counsel.
Whose?
Father's. His office is not the only replica he created.
What?
Otou-sama. この人よ。
お前は我が社から盗みを働いた。
Fuck me, Dizzy.
さらには娘の誘拐に加担し、今度は息子を葬り去ろうとしている。荒坂に随分と恨みがあるようだな。
Is everything in order?
It's an honor to finally make your acquaintance. I used to work for Arasaka Counterintel in Night City before.
私のテクノロジーと己の愚行によって身を滅ぼす前のことか。
We all make mistakes. I'm here to fix mine.
ならば道は誤っていない。生と死、その狭間にガラスがある。私たちの使命はその境界を限りなく薄くすることだ。お前はそのプロセスの一部となった。感謝しなくてはな。
Thanks won't be near enough.
心配するな。しかるべき代償は払う。準備はいいぞ、花子。 始めろ。
お父様。It is done. We may go.
Let's get out of here. Oh, Johnny, fuck no. Not now.
It won't be much longer, V. Will you stay with us?
Growing weaker by the minute. We gotta hurry.
Indeed we do. Dire moments are upon us.
These your people?
In a manner of speaking.
Meaning?
To what extent they have faith in me or my money, I do not know.
Guess it'd be all the same to them, wouldn't it?
You are never one to mince words.
That's why you brought me here. Anyway, motivations aside, what's important is that they shoot in the right direction.
As a last resort, and only then.
You mean when the board rejects every word out of our mouths?
If, not when.
Then what? You mean to neutralize them, too?
Keep your weapon at hand, and do not utter a word until I ask you to. No matter what happens, you must trust me.
It's an island. Just one.
With 12,000 inhabitants.
We could relocate them. Archipelago, you know, so there are other islands around. It sounds very...
I am late. Apologies.
Hanako, what are you doing here?
My brother, where is he?
He told us to start without him.
Then, begin without him, we shall.
Begin what?
The removal of Yorinobu from his position as CEO of Arasaka.
Did I hear you correctly? What are you doing? You cannot... Hanako, I believe you owe us an explanation.
V, this is your seat.
No, I will not let you treat me this way.
May I? Everyone's waiting.
This is outrageous.
Much obliged.
Yorinobu murdered my father and exploited his death to justify his warmongering. And you knew of this. All of you.
Fascinating.
Absurd!
Careful what you say.
Yes, indeed. Worse than nothing else. Is this all you have?
I have an eyewitness.
You lapped up Yorinobu's lies eagerly like the dogs you are. Convenient to be so docile?
This little stage show is starting to bore me. Will someone call security?
Great idea. They can go straight to Yorinobu and ask him what happened at Konpeki Plaza. Just make sure they're armed. Your boss starts strangling people when he gets mad.
A serious accusation, admittedly. But nothing more.
If our testimony is not enough, perhaps you will listen to my father.
Oh. Arasaka様。
赤子のようにまんまと騙されたが、日和見主義に走ったが、いずれにせよ、 仮にも役員である者たちがなんと情けない。
This? Is this to convince us? Ah, magic trick.
マーヘッド、お前がミリテクとの全面戦争を憂慮していた時、私はこう言ったはずだ。お前には3つのものが欠けている。自信、知性、そして根性だ。
Arasaka-sama,
見たところ、あれから何も変わっていないようだな。
It's him!
Arasaka-sama, what is your command?
花子の指示に従え。花子の発する言葉は全て私の言葉同然だ。
Objections?
What the hell's happening?
Clearly, someone objects.
Who activated the lockdown?
Is it you? Is this your doing, Hanako? To lock us in here so we devour each other like rats in a cage?
Hear that?
Have you brought more of this filth from the street? I asked. They're here!
Cover me! I'm reloading! Grenade out!
Elite squads. He sought to
Neutralize us.
I did not believe he would go to such lengths. I will gather a force and take control of Arasaka Town. You must find my brother. This lift will take you to the upper atrium. From there, you can reach Yorinobu's floor. I want him taken alive.
Alive? After all this?
He is still my brother. If you harm a hair on his head, our agreement... はい、待ってあげる。He is still my brother. If you harm a hair on his head, our agreement will be void.
始めなさい。建物全体よ。それでいい。兄の部下が一人残らず降伏するまで。
Hold your fire! Drop your weapon! Have this! Cover me! I'm reloading! Careful! Target has CORP cyberware! We stay together, we stay alive!
On my way to investigate.
Drop any weapons and come out! Soldier KIA! Target hit! Kill or be killed! Firing at close range! Fire! Fire! Cover you! Firing at close range! You like grenades? Go, go, go!
At the end of the hall, there is an atrium and lift shaft. Be careful. I have heard there is fighting on this level.
got a problem. They've disabled all the elevators.
My people will take back the control room shortly. Go to the lift in the middle on level 3. Quickly! Good. There are more stairs on the opposite side.
Go, go, go!
She's hiding! Scared!
Keep firing, goddammit! Cover me! I'm reloading!
I'm attacked!
She's hit!
Not me! I deserve to live!
The lockdown has been lifted. Be very careful. Yorinobu's men are certain to be in position. I will join you once we have the situation under control.
God damn it! Regroup!
2067. An Arasaka bodyguard shields the Emperor of Japan from an assassin's bullet. 2071. Arasaka security forces prevent mass riots in San Francisco, saving the city from certain ruin. 2000. An Arasaka investigation eliminates a terror cell in Rio de Janeiro, ending a string of attacks and executing those responsible.
You will receive Netrunner support soon.
Arasaka's counterintelligence division effectively supports
Cover me! I'm reloading!
Guards are taken care of.
There is a large room ahead. My brother's most capable men guard it. You know what to do. My netrunners have dealt with the doors. You can keep moving.
As if they were gonna make this easy.
Your mate has...
Smash. I fucking knew it!
Are you built to endure? Survival favors the strong. Struggle if you wish. Survival favors the strong. Struggle if you wish. Don't prolong the inevitable. This is your ruin. Survival favors the strong. Come here. Struggle if you wish. There will be nothing left. Pathetic.
Netrunner support
Intelligence
soon.
Division effectively secures a corporate summit in Jakarta.
Guards are taken care of.
There is a large room ahead. My brother's most capable men what to do. My Netrunners have dealt with the doors. You can keep moving.
They were gonna make this easy.
Your mate is...
Oh, fuck! Smash! I fucking knew it!
Struggle if you wish! simple if you wish. Survival favors the strong.
Surrender! He's using cover! Lay it on her! We're being attacked!
You will receive Netrunner support soon.
Enemy costume! I'm engaging! Together! Affirmative!
She's bleeding!
Cover me! I'm reloading!
Guards are taken care of.
There is a large room ahead. My brother's most capable men know what to do. My Netrunners have dealt with the doors. You can keep moving.
They were gonna make this easy.
Your mate is...
Oh, fuck! fucking knew it!
Struggle if you wish! This is your move! You are nothing! Survival favors the strong! Struggle if you wish! Survival favors the strong! There will be nothing left! Pathetic! Come here! Struggle if you wish! This is your ruin! This is beyond you! Pathetic! You killed him! Good! He was useless! Your turn to die now!
Another extremist. Keep shooting! Open fire!
you fucking cunt!
You wish! Where is Rome? Wanted no part of this raid, the old top. Once I'm finished with you, I'll not hold on! You won't leave me alive!
How about that, Johnny? That was for you. Almost there.
I am as well. Remember, do not harm a hair on his head.
I remember. Privilege is all yours.
Violent delights with violent ends. You? Where is my sister?
Be here any sec now. Till then, supposed to watch you. So don't try anything.
What would I try? I have tried everything. Nothing else remains.
This you won't need.
Just one bullet left. It's not for you. Look. What do you see?
Terror and deaths that could have been avoided.
Avoided?
You've lost.
It is they who have lost. Kyoto. Dubai. Paris. These people had a chance today, but they lost it.
A chance? A chance for what?
To forget their fear.
This is nonsense.
No. Fear. Ever since I can remember, the one thing I cannot deny him. He knew how to cause fear in people.
Saburo.
He once told me anything of value is only a flag blowing in wind. And wind is fear. And then, you know what he did? Blew in my face. That was the one time he was wrong. And others? It worked on them. They feared him. Even now, you saw. Idiots terrified of a dead man talking from a box. Pathetic. I would change that. If only you did not appear.
To think you once dared to lead your own gang, but dropped that. All your dreams, ideals, to seek power.
Power? Huh. Truly, power? 50 years ago, terrorists blew this building into smoke.
Yeah, so I heard.
And? What did it give us?
Not much.
Nothing. But I learned lesson. If planting bombs not enough, what can you do? You become bomb. Hanako.
兄さん。
待っていたぞ。世界が崩れ去るときは必ずお前がそこにいる。
やめて。
人の前よ。I thank you, V. That will be all.
Not all. Not yet.
I will keep my end of our agreement. You will go with Hellman.
And you?
I must stay with my brother.
Come. Time to look to your problem. Fate is a fickle mistress, isn't she?
Say what now?
You spend your whole life fighting something, only to become that very same thing. Quite literally.
They did it. Johnny, Hanako kept her word.
Looking at you now reminds me of the moment we met. Still see that same small-time merc, little thief with her head in the clouds. Haven't changed a bit. What are you waiting for?
Got it all wrong. No way that V would have ever made it this far. Just wouldn't have survived. I had to grow stronger. And I did.
Maybe. But that V also couldn't stomach betrayal.
Like, that's what you think? I betrayed you?
Worse. Lots. You betrayed yourself.
Got no right to judge me.
Couldn't be more wrong. Biochip did more than just blend our memories. That line that kept V and Silverhand separate, well, faded a while back.
How's that give you the right to talk down to me?
I'm the V who mourns our pal, Jackie. The V who's fucking livid at Brigitte. I'm the V with a heavy conscience. And you, who are you? That's seriously what you wanted?
I don't know. Get a little lost when I look inside. I'm stronger than ever, but I can't seem to keep my mind straight.
How do you feel?
Bitter, I guess. And sad.
And disappointed. I know. We're a tangled web, you and me. One and the same. So if you're here to tell me something, it's 'cause you need to hear it yourself.
Want to part ways on good terms, Johnny. As friends.
Not sure that's possible anymore.
Listen, I'm on an operating table getting sliced open. Arasaka docs are taking the chip out as we speak. I mean, you knew it'd end this way. That the day would come when I'd want to be normal again. Want my life back.
Normal's overrated, if it exists at all. They're cutting a piece of us out, and that'll leave a hole forever. What are you waiting for?
That was the deal we made. I'd stay, you'd go.
Deal was to fight, side by side, have each other's backs.
And we did that, we won.
Better to die on your feet than live on your knees. You sold a part of yourself, of us, to a megacorp. Was it really worth it?
If you're all paranoid about being thrown in another Arasaka prison, don't be. They're gonna shred you.
You're never gonna get it. It's not about Arasaka. Not even about life and death.
Then what's it all about, Johnny? Enlighten me.
The principle, V. It's always about the principle. Swap meat for chrome, live a BD fantasy, whatever. But at the end of it all, it's the code you live by that defines who you are. Ever get lost? It shows you the way home. Bust up into pieces, it puts you back together again.
That rocker boy Silverhand's credo, words he lived by.
Something Johnny picked up from V. The old V.
I don't want to drag this out. Just see you around, Johnny. And thanks for everything. If not for you, I'd be long dead. Several times over.
Remember what Dex asked you? Quiet life or blaze of glory?
Sure, I remember.
Shame you chose wrong. Damn shame.
In addition, numerous brain functions remain dormant. The neural impulses have been rerouted to the neural processor, a temporary measure.
When can I expect a full report?
I will send it by the end of this week.
My congratulations again on your success. Goodbye.
Please prepare the patient's room.
I'm hearing purple. With the...
This anesthesia is temporary. We have to create additional synapses in your brain.
I think I'm gonna be sick. What? Where's Johnny?
The construct has been cleared from all engrams. The madness is past.
So...
We shredded him, as agreed.
Having trouble remembering how I got here.
Some memories you have lost permanently. Others will return in time. You must stay calm. Your neural processor is overburdened. Any unnecessary stress response will only make things worse.
Am I still V? I died twice.
Everything is in order.
No. I feel empty, as if I was being pulled, stretched.
Please take the patient away. Notepad. Progression and its further trajectory remain unclear. Removing the tumors proved a difficult task. But the operation on the engram was the real challenge.
Let's go.
Is the ship of Theseus, dismantled into component parts and reassembled, still the same ship? We are pioneers.
When in
first
Kyoto,
to ever separate mentally conjoined twins.
I hear the cuckoo
In
calling
the end,
and long for Kyoto.
can go under the knife. End of note.
Please rest. A doctor will be with you shortly.
Come here. Waiting for you.
Have been notified of a breaking story. Saburo Arasaka lives once more, though now in the body of his son. The CEO was reported dead months ago, but now it's been revealed that a copy of his consciousness was made before his death. It appears his consciousness was used to overwrite that of his son and heir Yorunobu Arasaka. This shocking development was revealed at a press conference earlier today.
皆さん、いらっしゃい。祖父はよく枯れ落ちた花は枝に戻らないと言っていました。人は誰も物心ついた瞬間から死を恐れるものです。ついに人類最大の恐怖が克服されました。私、三郎荒坂は今息子の体を使い皆さんの前に立っています。私はかつて頼信に生を与えました。彼は愛する父のためにそれを返してくれたのです。私のいない間、頼信は会社を変革しようといくつかの決定を下しましたが、これは過ちでした。私の指揮のもと、荒坂社は元の姿を取り戻します。決して揺らぐことのない強い荒坂が帰ってくることを約束いたします。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Today is truly a historic day. Today, technology has fulfilled the promise left empty by religion. Saburo-sama, makoto ni omedetou.
Please get ready. Testing will begin shortly.
No, good morning. No, got some good news for you.
We must complete a series of tests. Please do not hinder or delay. Parietal lobe examination. Please use your Kiroshi scanner and read the displayed text. Please use your Kiroshi scanner and read the displayed text.
And it was a sight to behold, he said, how a soul would choose its life. Sometimes pitiable, sometimes laughable. At times, wonderful and strange.
That's enough. Cognitive function test. Solve the cube. Please link yourself to the device. Higher order representation formation, initiating test. The patient is ready to be examined.
Higher order representation, what?
Engram surgery carries an elevated risk of the onset of personality disorder. The test is essential.
What's this thingamajig for?
It measures pupillary response.
What are these tests meant to test?
Initiate device calibration. Respond to the keywords. No thinking, just the first word that comes to mind. Journey.
Life.
Home.
I don't know.
Enemy.
Arasaka.
Principal.
Rebellion.
Betrayal.
Johnny.
You're in a cornfield. Tall, green plants as far as the eye can see. The sun is bright, blinding. The stalks of corn part as you walk forward. You come across a clearing left by an automated combine in its wake.
What's this test for, anyway?
It tests your level of empathy. The heat has made your mouth dry and sticky. You spot a rodent's nest at your feet. The machine has torn through the soft soil. You spot blind, newborn field mice around their mother. The machine has left her sliced in two. They lie in perfect symmetry, a tiny rodent rosette. Your mouth begins to water.
What's wrong with me?
A shadow gradually falls over the ground, the first rain cloud of the year. Yes, right. Measurements complete.
How'd I do?
We will see. Motor function test. Please step onto the treadmill. Motor function test. Please connect to the device.
What's this test all about?
Please walk. Gradually accelerate.
Shit.
Get up. You can't stay here.
Welcome to N54 News. I'm Jillian Jordan. The world remains gripped by the revelation that Saburo Arasaka has returned from the dead in the body of his son, Yorinobu Arasaka. A letter of protest regarding the apparent resurrection has been signed by religious leaders, human rights groups, and Virtue 100 company CEO.
Please get ready. Testing will begin shortly.
Starting to get sick of this.
The tests may be tiresome, but they are essential to ensuring the patient's health and safety.
Fine. Hit me. Let's get this done.
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube. Next test, please connect your personal link. Higher order representation formation, initiating test. The patient is ready to be examined.
Same thing? Again?
We need very precise data.
Why can't I solve the fucking cube?
That is what I'm trying to determine.
Let's start this thing.
Device calibration. Please respond to each keyword with your initial association.
As quick as I can, no thinking. Got it.
Illness.
The city.
Rebellion.
No association.
I, me.
Solitude.
The present.
Avoid.
The future.
Nothing comes to mind.
You're in a cornfield. Tall green plants. The sun is in your eyes, bright, blinding. The stalks of corn part as you walk forward. You come across a clearing left by an automated combine in its wake.
The heat's made your mouth dry and sticky. You spot a rodent's nest at your feet.
The machine is torn through the soft soil. You spot blind, newborn field mice around their mother. They lie in perfect symmetry. A tiny...
Right. Enough.
Measurements complete. We will now move on to the motor function test. Please step onto the treadmill. Motor function test. Personal link.
Really aced it last time, didn't I?
Slow walk.
No point to this.
Top treadmill. Testing concluded for today. Communications have been unlocked. You may now phone home. Earth.
Hey.
Hey. Wow, it's been a while since I heard that voice.
How's things at your end?
I'm in the middle of a meeting with Mitch. He wants me to hang up. He's signaling wildly.
Tell him to get lost. And tell him I said that.
He says hello. To you and your venerable mother.
Listen, I'm stuck in a shithole. It sucks. Hard.
So leave the shithole. Come home.
Not that simple.
No is a nice word. Beautiful sometimes. You should use it more often. Sorry, Mitch is about to blow a fuse. I'll have to call you back.
How's it going?
Hey, think I ought to ask you the same.
Got rid of the biochip.
Arasaka do it?
Yep. Sitting on their orbital station.
All right. So once you get back, pay me a visit, huh? You're gonna need a thorough checkup.
How's Misty?
Well, after you left, she went off to visit her folks. For a while, most likely. Got a postcard from her, from Warsaw. There's a polar bear on it.
Tell her I said hi when she gets back.
You'll tell her yourself.
Yeah, so to be honest, been better.
What am I supposed to do long distance over the phone?
I just wanted to talk, Vic.
Look, we go back long enough that you know I'm no good at this stuff. And Misty's out of town.
What am I supposed to do?
Get a grip. Make a decision. You already showed yourself and me you can do it.
Thanks for the pep talk, Vic. Sounds like a plan.
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube.
Tensions between Arasaka Corp and Militech escalated to troubling levels. Many pundits and analysts warned of a possible outbreak of armed conflict. The exacerbation of tensions was heightened when Yorinobu Arasaka assumed leadership following his father's death and accused Militech of his murder. However, in an unexpected shift, the return of Saburo Arasaka appears to have diffused the situation between the rival megacorporations.
継続は力なり。荒坂社の基本理念です。息子の頼信はこの言葉を忘れ。
Hey, listen. These tests gonna go on much longer.
We need very precise data.
I can't stand this anymore.
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube. Please sit up. Respond to the key words. No thinking, just the first word that comes to mind. Loyalty.
No idea.
Please please respond to each term with the first thing that comes to mind.
Quick as I can, no thinking, right?
Humanity.
Johnny.
Please step onto the treadmill.
No.
As quickly as you can, without thinking about it. V.
Hanako Arasaka. Wanna talk to her? No.
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube.
Fuck! No, enough! I've had it! Fucking hate this place! Enough! I'm done!
Good morning. Please get up.
Didn't expect to see you here, of all people.
Life is full of surprises. Someone really ought to clean this mess up.
What do you want?
They asked me to speak to you.
Wonder why they sent you, of all people.
I am the bearer of bad news. Bad enough that it should come from someone you know. As it turns out, I'm the only familiar face for thousands of miles around.
As it turns out, I really did die and go to hell.
Listen to me. The procedure was a success. We removed the biochip. But the damage it wrought proved enormous. At the genetic level, altered DNA. The kind you would find in those suffering from radiation sickness. And sadly, it's lethal.
So you're telling me I'm gonna die?
All the options have yet to be exhausted.
How much time I got?
Approximately 6 months, then things will deteriorate quickly. The time before your ultimate demise will be worst. Most taxing.
Wanna talk to Hanako Arasaka?
I'm afraid that's impossible.
We had a deal.
And both sides fulfilled their respective ends. You, your case, your troubles, no longer interest Hanako.
Hanako Arasaka promised to save my life.
Precisely why she sent me here to discuss your options with you.
What other options are there? Already gone under the knife once.
Arasaka Corporation has the capability to cheat death. All we require from you is a dose of trust.
Trusted you once already. Fat lot of good that did me.
You may join our pilot program. Secure your soul. I fear your body is no longer of any use. You must abandon it. We will create an engram of your mind and store it in Mikoshi.
Store it? Why can't I just get a new body?
We have yet to solve the compatibility issue.
Doesn't sound like you had much of a problem with Saburo Arasaka.
You have no offspring, nor do you have an entire clinic focused solely on your care.
How am I supposed to know this isn't another one of your tricks?
A trick?
Maybe Arasaka just wants to punish a pain-in-the-ass thief? Maybe Saburo wants another soul in his collection.
The Arasakas have become gods. You are nothing to them. Insignificant.
Oh, so this has to be your sweet revenge. Oh, look at you. Your life's work has turned Saburo into a god. Yet here you stand, a mere mortal.
That would make two of us. Why would I seek to punish my companion in distress? My employer has made you an offer. We should finish discussing it.
So let's say I agree. Land in Arasaka's soul prison, put myself at their mercy. Do I even need to ask about the catch?
All is set forth in a contract, guaranteed therein. You must merely sign it. If you wish to live, that is. Now, since a digitized psyche is not legally an individual, the contract entails relinquishing your rights. A temporary measure, naturally.
No. Not about to become the property of Arasaka Corp.
Current participants of the program are all well-known, influential people. We have yet to receive any complaints.
And if I refuse?
Your belongings are packed. A shuttle will take you back to Earth, and you will be dead before winter. It's no easy decision, I know. You should think it through carefully.
Made my decision. I'm going back to Earth. I'm going home.
You will die there.
Goodbye, Anders. Your offer was shit, but in making it, you gave me something better.
What are you talking about?
Before, death was inevitable. A fact of my shit life. You let me choose it. Accept it on my own terms. Thing of beauty will never fade away. I see your eyes, I know you see me. You're like a ghost, how you're everywhere.
How's the Earth looking from way up there? She as pretty as they say? Or is that just another lie? Listen, don't forget, your implants were made for Earth gravity. Could start acting up in orbit. What I'm trying to say is, don't ignore any error warnings, okay? And when you're back, I mean, if you come back, I'll do a full checkup. Maybe even give you a little discount. Take care, V.
Hey, V. Everyone's telling me you're a base gordo now. A big shot, eh? So big you can't call me once a week. Once a month, even. Don't forget where you started. Who you started with, My door's always open to you, V. There's always food on my table. Mi casa es su casa. No se te olvide. Ahí te veo, V.
Hey, V. I was just wondering how you've been. Haven't heard from you in a while. Still living large in Night City? I don't know. All I think about is dropping everything and leaving. Yet, here I am, still. Oh, the city's like quicksand. The more you try to get out, the more it pulls you in. Once you're up to your knees, you're never getting out. Like Evelyn. Anyway, look out for yourself, okay? And call me sometime. Bye.
Hey, V. It's Pan Am. Remember me? The one with the car? Listen, you wouldn't happen to have any gigs to spare, would you? I'm not picky or anything. I'll take whatever pays the rent. If you've got something, or you know someone who does, give me a call, okay? I'd really appreciate it. So, yeah, that's it. Catch you sometime in the afterlife, maybe.
Hello, V. Saul speaking. From the Aldecaldos. I heard some big noise coming out of Night City with, you involved. No idea what that was all about. But, if you're ever in trouble and need a hand or a place to disappear, we're here. You saved an Aldecaldo's life, and we will never forget that. It's a debt we're happy to owe. Stay in touch, V.
Hey, V! It's me, Mitch, remember? You saved my ass from Kang Tao. Well, it doesn't matter if you don't remember, cause I do, anyway. If you ever need help with anything, I got your back, alright? You just give me a call and I'm in Night City before you know it. Doesn't matter if you want someone to disappear or if you need lunch brought to your office. Literally anything, alright? Alright, take care now.
Gotta hand it to you, V. I'm impressed. When you told me you were gonna go after Hellman, I was sure you'd come back as a garbage bag full of smithereens. But you didn't. I'm not usually wrong about people and what they're capable of. I'm curious to see what else you've got in ya. If you're looking for your next job, you know where to find me.
Hello, V. From what I understand, you have less than 6 months to live. I do not know how you plan to spend this time. Perhaps you have chosen to put your feet up, rest, ponder life's meaning. Or perhaps you continue to do what you are good at. If that is the case, my father and I would gladly retain your services. You would be compensated generously. 6 months will pass faster than you imagine. It would be a shame to let this time go to waste.
Hey, V. Orbital connections cost an arm and a leg, so I'll just get right to it. I was just thinking about you, so I laid out a quick tarot and... oh dear. The Fool, the Moon, the High Priestess. Those are bad cards. Keep a close eye on your new friends, V. I mean
price. I saw in you what life was missing. You lit a flame that consumed my hate. I'm now one for reminiscing, but